Looking for an escape to nature? Look no further than the Tatras Mountains just outside of Košice. Join us as we take you on a journey through the rugged terrain and stunning views of this natural wonder. Keep watching until the end and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible travel adventures. Don't overspend on accommodation, instead check out our list of cheap and quality hotels in this beautiful city. Check out the full list in the description below. My second day. Escape to a winter wonderland. Experience the Tatras Mountains. As an avid hiker, I was thrilled to embark on a personal travel experience to explore the Tatras Mountains, located just outside Katowice, Poland. The Tatras Mountains are a range of mountain peaks stretching across Poland and Slovakia's border and are part of the Carpathian Mountains. The highest peak in the Tatras is Rysy, which stands at an impressive 2,499 meters above sea level. My unforgettable weekend began at 7 a.m. on Sunday as I embarked on a road trip from Košice to the stunning Tatras Mountains, which took me precisely 2 hours by rented car. The journey was smooth, and I enjoyed the breathtaking scenery. I spotted several picturesque villages, farmlands, and rolling hills along the route. As I drew closer to the mountains, I noticed the weather had changed, and the sky was partly cloudy. A few drops of rain splattered on my car window, making the journey more adventurous. The mountain range was visible from afar, and it looked majestic with its snow-capped peaks and lush green valleys. I arrived at the cable car station at 9 a.m. and bought my ticket to ride up to the peak. The cable car ride lasted about 30 minutes, and I was delighted to see the stunning views of the surrounding landscape. Upon reaching the top, I was struck by the majestic scenery that greeted me. The higher we went, the closer we got to the awe-inspiring snow-capped peaks. I was amazed by the picturesque panoramic views of the mountains, the valleys, and the surrounding forests. The fresh mountain air was invigorating, and I felt exhilarated by the entire experience. The trail leading to the top was marked with signs, and I found it fairly easy to navigate. As I began my hike, I could see the snow-covered landscape stretching before me. The snow had blanketed the trees, which was a magical sight to behold. The trail was a moderate hike, with some steep sections that required me to use my hands for balance. Along the way, I encountered several small streams and waterfalls that added to the charm of the hike. The trees were thickly forested, and I could hear the sound of birds chirping as I made my way up the mountain. As I continued along the trail, I could feel the temperature dropping, and the air became cooler and fresher. After a long and strenuous hike, I finally reached the summit, and the view was breathtaking. The snow-covered landscape stretched out before me in every direction, and I felt like I was standing on top of the world. It was an awe-inspiring sight to see the entire valley blanketed in a layer of pristine white snow. It felt like I had been transported to a winter wonderland and spent an hour exploring the completely white and snowy landscape. I felt like I was in a world completely different from the one I knew, pure, quiet, and peaceful. The weather was very cold, but it was also very pleasant. The biting wind was refreshing, and it felt invigorating to be surrounded by such fresh, crisp air. So I wrapped myself in a warm coat and hat and ventured into the snow, feeling like a kid again. As I walked around, I took in the beauty of my surroundings. The snow glittered in the sunlight, and I could see my breath in the cold air. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional sound of a bird or the rustling of leaves in the wind. I felt completely at peace at that moment, with nothing to distract me from the beauty of the world around me. I felt like I was in a different world, a world that was untouched by the hustle and bustle of daily life. I was lucky to witness the incredible panoramic sunset view, with the sky awash in pink and orange hues. After lunch, I began my descent back down the mountain. Although it was challenging, it was not as difficult as the ascent. The drop took me around 3 hours to reach the base, and I arrived around 4 p.m. Get ready for a new adventure every week. as I take you to one of the most beautiful cities in the world. My next destination is a must-see, and you don't want to miss it. Join me on this journey and discover the hidden gems and unique experiences. Don't miss out on my interesting videos. Hit the subscribe button now to be the first to join me on my next trip.